Hello, welcome beautiful vibrant souls to this week's week ahead. I had a brain fart, sorry. But yeah, hello, welcome. This is where we're going to be taking a look at the week ahead, quick little tarot forecast. This is going to be covering the week of July, I almost said January, 17th through July 23rd, I believe. 23rd, yes, July 23rd, 2023. Thank you for standing by. Let's just get right into it. I want to also cover too, I'm going to be doing a separate video about this, but starting off the week, we have not only a new moon, new moon in Cancer, but we also have the lunar nodal shift on that same day. This would be the 17th. So this is already going to be a very potent time for new energy, for getting things off the ground. Again, I'm going to make a separate video about that, so if you want to know more, feel free to check that out. I was taking a sip of my tea. Oh, it's really, really good. It's like a spiced ginger pear kind of tea, or ginger peach tea, and like it's rainy out today and I really needed that. But yeah, so let's see what this week ahead holds for the collective. Thank you for standing by as I had to find my words for a moment. I'm happy to have you guys here. So the overarching theme, wow, okay, we have the 7 star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. Look how beautiful that image is. It's interesting that we have the number 7 being referenced, and that is a very, a very significant number for this year. We are numerologically in a year that reduces down to the number 7. So there is, this is the Starseed Oracle. So this is a very, spiritually expressive deck for me. The bottom is Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Just look at that too. So beautiful. This is a very spiritually expressive deck for me, and we're in kind of this period of time where there's a lot of spiritual evolution and growth. I do want to kind of mention something I'm feeling like here is that it almost feels like you wrapped up a cycle. There's a lesson that's been wrapped up, and then, sorry, I'm being called to look at this too. Yeah, but there's, okay. There's a lot coming through here. When I cut the deck, we have Whale and Orca Elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. And beneath that is karmic relationships. This is exactly what I mean. I was only going to take one card, but I'm being called to kind of look at these other ones. I feel like there's been this cycle of, a lot of learning, a lot of growth, wrapping up a lot when it comes to relationships. And then double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. There's a huge focus that's coming in, and this new moon and the nodal shift at the new moon is really going to be this like very, I was going to say potent, but I almost said the word strategic energy. So maybe being strategic about how to harness that energy might be really important. Again, I am going to be doing a whole video about this. I also offer lunar guidance sessions to help people take advantage of whatever's going on with the lunar cycles in order to kind of best harness it for themselves, usually based on your own personal astrology or your personal goals. But there's a huge note here about shifting into greater self-expression. So this is a week where, with birthing creations, tapestry of life, and expressions, pardon my itchy nose, I'm really drawn into birthing creations. You're going to be starting fresh, starting something new, starting something that's more in alignment with you. So let's get some further details. Oh, wow. Okay, we're not kidding around out the gate. So judgment and strength. Some of you could be Leos. Yeah, look at this person's very strong within themselves, right? Letting people hear your roar. A lot of you, you're having your divine awakening. And I'm not saying you weren't awakened before, but there's another layer, especially around where to, excuse my burp, where to go, what to do with your life, what your life purpose is. This is a huge time for tapping into your higher spiritual calling. Knight of Wands, and I wanted to flip him, so he's reversed now. Excuse me. Again, more fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Look how we have the heart on fire here. There's something where you were going in one direction very passionately or with a lot of drive, a lot of energy. I almost feel like you we're speeding towards something, and then it's almost like lost momentum and just fell, right? That's kind of the energy. Is that there's something that you've been heading toward. There's something you've been going after very passionately, and all of a sudden there's a wake-up call of like, whoa, I'm going in a different direction. I need to do something different. What is this Knight of Wands energy here? Okay. 8 of Swords. Some of you have been on this quest to be driven toward the truth. You've been like looking for answers. And there's this recognition with judgment that the answers you were seeking were not the answers you needed. That's very specific. But the answers you were seeking were not going to get you what you needed. That makes sense too, because with the nodal shift, you know, the South Node has been in Scorpio, right? So there's a sense of wrapping up karmic cycles when it comes to, you know, like when it comes to secrecy, power, when it comes to our intimate relationships, trying to get closer, trying to get like even deeper, right? This is where the ego is stripped away and we get closer to the soul. There's been this sense of like seeking answers, seeking information, or there's a seeker energy in general with the Knight of Wands. And what is shifting is this sudden realization, and I feel this is taking place this week, or there's a major kind of advancement in this process this week. The sudden realization of like, this is, what is this? I'm sorry, I'm spiritually nosy. And regular nosy, you guys know. Knight of Cups. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces showing up. Knight of Pentacles. We've had 3 Knights. The Knights are all about movement. You were going in a direction. Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. You were going in a direction that you felt passionate about. I'm hearing empowered. Something that felt stable. Something that felt long-lasting. Again, the Rubik's Cube. You were trying to solve a problem, trying to get an answer, trying to understand something. And there's this recognition that I feel is either coming in this week or like you're getting a deeper layer of, right? I'm also really drawn to the fact that we have these little stars right here in the background, and then the one bright shining star here is a similar energy. Like it's a not quite the same design, but looks very similar. It's like you're getting this understanding that what was missing with the Knight of Cups is your heart being in it. So some of you are having this emotional awakening about something. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's changing your trajectory. For some of you it will be. But there's something here where you have so much, this is kind of part of that self-expression. You have something very authentic to share. You have something very heartfelt to share. 7 of Wands reversed. I feel like this is something where you're not fighting against it anymore. You're not fighting against your emotions. This felt before like something where you set your sights on something and you were motivated for it, especially toward like something that would be stable, solving a problem for you. It's like, no, this is the direction I should be going in, right? Or like, I want this thing, so I have to put up with this thing to get it. There was a sense of strength involved. Right? There was a sense of patience. There was a sense of drive. But what was missing was this. With the Knight of Cups, what was missing was this emotional attachment and investment. And I feel like there's this sense of tapping into that more now. Or like, I need to know more about this. Page of Cups. Yeah, some of you, this is your creativity. Something that you're trying to make. But this is all about embracing your emotions. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, some of you, it's like you're moving away from something that you thought would bring you just like financial stability, and you're putting, you know, the heart and soul back in it. Or it's like, and maybe not even fully moving away from, but you're changing the way you do things. Page of Wands reverse, and the Moon. Okay. For some of you, this is inner child healing. That's kind of helping to bring this in. 2 of Wands is changing the direction. And the Emperor, because I feel like, yeah, 3 of Wands reversed at the bottom. There's a change in plans, man. There's a change in plans. Okay. And this is going to be different for everybody. I feel like a lot of this week, this is internal. There is a sense of being, you know, really going inward this week, right? And the new moon in Cancer, this is a, you know, in Western tropical Cancer, this is a really good time to kind of manifest this, manifest understanding, manifest any awareness when it comes to our emotions, our subconscious. There's a sense here, though, of, you know, I'm trying to pick up cards. The Wand suit is reversed here, right? The Court cards. The Pentacles suit is reversed here. There's a sense here where you're integrating your emotions back into this process, or more into this process. This is a week to be very open to your emotions. It will yield valuable insight and awareness. about either the path you need to take or the way you need to get to where you're trying to go. Because I feel like with strength, there's a sense where you've been pushing yourself, right? You've been like, no, I need to go this way. It needs to be like this. I have to do this. And that's not always a bad thing, right? Having that drive, having that consistency, that resiliency, those are good traits to cultivate. But there's a sense here where the way you're going about it, or the direction you're kind of taking, is not really truly honoring you at an emotional level. When I went to pick these up, this turned the page over, so it was like that, right? There are emotions that are not being honored, and these are in your blind spot with the moon. And the thing is, with the things that are in our subconscious, in our blind spots, our behaviors are always going to seek to meet our needs, right? And the way that I always talk about this with people is like, your behaviors are an externalization of what is internal for you, right? This is like whatever is in your energy, you'll see this attracted into your life. And what you're doing at an energetic level, at a subconscious level, is you're acting out something that's in your subconscious, in your energy. So this is why, like, sometimes looking at what we what we are doing, what is debilitating to us, reductive to us, what is kind of sealing our stability, sometimes looking at that and saying, okay, what am I trying to act out here, right? When I'm reaching for XYZ, what am I actually trying to get out of it? When I do this, what am I actually trying to get out of it? Like, I talk about this all the time, but when it comes to making significant, important change in your life, especially foundational change, or change that might make you feel like that might kind of like threaten your ego, threaten your sense of like your protection, right? Like when I say ego, like threaten, the defenses we build up out of fear. This is really this energy of like, when we have to go to change, it's very, very challenging. But looking at the behaviors we have that we do to protect ourselves, and asking yourself, what am I actually trying to accomplish by this? So let's say, for example, if you have a problem with like compulsive shopping, and it's this has this energy of like, let's say you have like a problem with like compulsive shopping, right? Or something where you're very passionate about it. I feel like the way you've been trying to like handle this has been in the past, like, I just need to bring in more money. I just need to tell myself no, right? And these things are not necessarily incorrect strategies. You're trying to solve the problem, again, with the Rubik's Cube. What needs to be brought into it is the emotional center of saying, when I want to compulsively shop, for example, I'm just pulling an example out of the air. When I want to compulsively shop, what am I trying to do for myself? What am I trying to create for myself? What am I acting out for myself that needs to be expressed? Because this is what it is. There's something in your subconscious, there's something in your blind spot that's trying to get expressed. And your guides notice that you're trying to solve the problem and you're trying to do the work. So this week, really hold space for your emotions pretty significantly, because this is where I feel like you're going to get some significant breakthrough, and it's really going to help. For some of you, with judgment, you have a decision coming up this week, or a decision will be presented to you, and you're going to have to really weigh how you want to respond to something that I'm getting. Let's see what comes out. King of Cups reversed. 5 of Cups. Wow. And the 7 of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot of cups. There's a lot here about your emotions, needing to make space for that. So for some of you, you're getting some type of offer this week. You're getting, with the 8 of Swords reversed we saw earlier, some type of communication about a situation where there's been a great sense of loss, of grief, and there's a lot of confusion around it. This is a situation with the scales that has kept you out of balance, right? This could be a karmic cycle, a karmic relationship, and you're going to be getting information, or you're going to be getting presented with a choice that requires that you be like really, again, weigh the way that you would like to respond. Weigh out your options in terms of how you want to respond, and respond in such a way that brings you into balance within yourself. Some of you have overgiven to this situation. Excuse me, and there's a calling to take back your power. With Strength here, what is this in this situation? Knight of Swords. For some of you, somebody is going to reach out and this person's not good for you, and you already know this. If this is the case, you already know this. This person throws you out of balance. This person destabilizes your life. And with strength, even though you might really want to talk to them, you might really be with the Seven of Cups seeking clarity from them, you're going to be asked to be strong in your self-respect and not reach out. Again, you know, kind of take it as it resonates, but I am seeing that. Yes, Four of Wands. This is somebody that you used to have a home with, you used to be married to, you used to want to marry. Somebody who used to be like family to you is going to reach out. And this is, you know, you're either being called to not respond at all, or called to like make a final judgment call on this. Regardless of what you choose, with judgment and strength coming out together, there's a calling here to stay strong in the lessons that you have learned. Judgment is about a turning point in your life, right? You've already done this, and this is really saying like this situation is coming back around for you to get to call judgment in a meaningful way and to really implement all of the lessons that you have learned. You have learned what you needed to learn out of this situation. And so for some of you, you're going to get the chance to speak your piece. You're going to get the chance to take back your power. If this was taken from you before with that Five of Cups, like let's say somebody walked away from you or somebody was really hurtful to you, you're going to have the choice. You're going to have the power back to make the choice, right? Where it's going to be like, okay, I felt like I didn't, I felt like before this person left me and I didn't have a say in this, but this person's coming back around, or this person wants to apologize, this person's reaching out, and now I have the power to decide how I want to respond. Six of Pentacles reverse. Yes, exactly. This is meant to, I'm getting excited. This is meant to bring things back into balance because there's been iniquity here. And the Eight of Cups. Talk about walking away. Yeah, this is what I mean. Somebody may have walked away from you and it felt unfair. And the universe is bringing this person back in some way, shape, or form. Some of you are going to get news about this person. And it's kind of like the sense of either they're going to, so if this is somebody coming back, a lot of water sign energy here. We have water, fire, and earth pretty prominently. We have all of them here, but like those are the big ones. This person might be coming back. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, the Moon. A lot of Cancer, Pisces energy here. There's something where this person might be coming back around. And again, what you're really being called to do with judgment and strength is remember everything that you have learned in the time they've been away, or everything you have learned from the process of separating from them. Because there's something like that, or you might get information about this person. So like, let's say, for example, you just decided recently, like, oh, you know what, I'm over this, I don't care anymore. You might then get information about this person that tests that. And again, I hate using the term tests for so many reasons. I don't really believe in it like a traditional test kind of situation. That's a separate rant for a separate time. But there's a sense here that this is going to come back around. And the reason why, it's not to like test you or hurt you or anything like that. It's the restoration of balance in the energy. Because you may have felt like this left without your consent, or without, like you were like left behind without, getting a say in it, without anybody caring about how you feel. This is coming back around, and how you choose to respond to it, it's meant to give you the power back, right? If you hear something about this person like that, makes you kind of want to reach out, maybe stop and think like, why do I want to do that, right? Is this really necessary for me? Is this like something that I need on my journey moving forward? If this person comes forward and want to talk to you, right? Deciding, is this conversation really going to be self-constructive or self-destructive? That's a big thing here. If this person wants another shot, asking yourself, is this good for me? Is this honoring me? Is this healthy for me? Would I be saying yes or no to this from a place of wounding or a place of healing, right? Asking yourself those big questions. You're going to get a chance, and again, I don't feel like it's a test. You're going to get a chance to show yourself what you're made of, to show the universe, to show this other person how much you've grown and changed. It feels like a really big claiming your power kind of moment in your life this week. I want to just pull like a final card of advice for you guys for the week ahead. Ace of Swords. Yeah, exactly. Truth, communication, speak your truth. Now is the time. Put on that crown. Make sure it fits real nice. this is a time, right? We have the laurel wreath here. I love that. This is your moment of victory. You're going to get to finally say whatever you need to say. You're gonna own your truth, right? Even if you're not talking to anybody and that was your choice, you get to own that. So really take time this week, like be prepared that things are going to be shifting. Be prepared to stand in your truth. Be prepared to analyze that as a word that's coming through, but also to honor that truth. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles reversed, because this is meant to get you out of this feeling of lack, this feeling of loss, this feeling like things happen to me, not for me. The sense that the universe has kind of like, excuse me, left you out in the cold, right? Abandoned you in this situation. The power is being handed back to you. It's coming back to you now. So whatever happens, make sure it's what you want and what is empowering for you. And again, an implementation of all the lessons you have learned, right? It's kind of like win, lose, or draw. Make sure you choose yourself. And that's very much in alignment with the nodal shift. So I think that's just about everything I have for you for this week, my dears. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor to read for you. And yeah, keep an eye out for that new moon reading. And I will see you soon. Take care, love bugs. Bye.